but what's your hurry? I know what you need, cause it's just when things are the worst, they can only get much better. Ooh, so many storms, but we did not shake. Much more than we thought anyone could take. And that's how I know we can get.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1315 Total News.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. My name is Alian Christopher. In the headlines, the future of the Arawak House of Culture is to be determined. In news from the region, nurses in Trinidad and Tobago stage seek out, and internationally, King Charles III to make a state visit to the US in April despite calls to cancel over the Iran war. These are the headlines, the details when we return.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys ready at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited, I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Lunchtime News. The future of the Arawak House of Culture is to be determined. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says a team will meet to decide whether a new venue should be considered for a new facility. Renovation works on the Arawak House of Culture are not complete since the passage of Hurricane Maria in September of 2017.
We should not have pursued the repairs of Arawak House of Culture. It's an old building. It has no parking for patrons. It was built for a period in time. And to me, once you start touching an old building, problems will keep piling up. The ministry did a comprehensive review of what needs to be done in the Arawak. And I got a report from the Ministry of Public Works, which says you will need at least $4.5 million to renovate the Arawak House of Culture for lighting, and then you have termite infestation there and this and that. What I've suggested is that is to have a more broad-based committee of enthusiasts and activists, and I think the ministry invited some people to visit, and so they had an appreciation of what was taking place, and so forth. But I think we need to sit down within the public service and, of course, engage in other stakeholders and to determine what do we do. Do we, for posterity, keep the Arawak and spend $4.5 million, or do we look for a new location and do something that can last us for the next 40 years?
And that's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS, Commission, through the Biodiversity Support Program for ACP Coastal Environments Biospace, funded by the European Union, has officially handed over ice coolers to 2 fisher groups in Dominica. This initiative is part of government's ongoing efforts to strengthen the fisheries sector and enhance the livelihoods of coastal communities. OECS representative Norma Cherry Fevrier says the provision of ice coolers represents a practical intervention under the Biospace project aimed at improving post-harvest handling of fish.
The handover of ice coolers today marks another milestone in the Biospace project. This initiative aims to help fishers enhance post-harvest handling, reduce spoilage, and boost the value of their catch. By strengthening fisher group capacity, we're supporting both livelihoods and responsible use of marine resources. Better handling and storage practices lead to less waste, greater efficiency, and increased resilience in the fisheries sector. This project demonstrates our collective commitment to ensuring that biodiversity conservation benefits reach communities whose livelihoods rely on these resources. It also highlights the value of working closely with stakeholders to deliver practical community-focused solutions.
That's OECS representative Norma Cherry Fevrier. Meantime, Acting Chief Fisheries Officer Winona Joseph says the OECS Biospace project has positively impacted Dominica's fisheries sector and the region by extension.
I would like to take this opportunity to commend the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States for its continued contribution to the development of the fisheries sector across the Caribbean, and particularly in Dominica. Through this project, support has gone beyond equipment distribution to include capacity building, provision of safety gear, cutting boards, and even a vessel and engine to support seamless cultivation in Woodford Hill. This holistic approach ensures that our fishers are not only equipped, but they are empowered. To the Layu Women Farmer and Fisher Group and the St. Paul Fisheries Cooperative, I encourage you to make full and effective use of these coolers. Integrate them in your daily operation and enhance the quality of your catch. These valuable tools, if properly maintained, will serve your members well for years to come.
Acting Chief Fisheries Officer Winona Joseph. The January 2026 criminal court session of the High Court ended with the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions securing 7 convictions. Ronaldo Luke Pascal reports.
52-year-old Patrickson James Moses of Kingshill pleaded guilty to 2 murders. The 2011 killing of 56-year-old Henry Raphael, also known as Wazimpak of Egliston, and the 2017 murder of 38-year-old Fabian Kennedy George, also known as Frenchman of Massac. Moses was sentenced to 32 years, 3 months, and 25 days in prison. A Laplain man, Moses Nicholas Sorrendo, also known as Nati, pleaded guilty to the 2023 murder of his cousin, 41-year-old Kendall Savre. The 47-year-old man was sentenced to 17 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks in prison. 37-year-old Ishmael Hudson Vidal of Foncoulet, who was arraigned for murder, pleaded not guilty, but accepted guilt to the lesser charge of manslaughter on the basis of provocation. He was sentenced to 14 years, 10 months, and 29 days in prison for the fatal stabbing of 22-year-old Kishroy Ronald Abraham of Mont Prosper, which occurred on November 4, 2016 in Point Michelle. A notice of discontinuance was filed in the murder case against 24-year-old George Ronnie Parker of Loubier, who had been indicted for the 2020 killing of Denzel Evelyn Lennon James in Roseau. The decision followed legal challenges by the defense regarding the admissibility of key evidence. Meanwhile, Bertley Bentley Matthew was arraigned and pleaded not guilty to the 2017 murder of Bradley Brent Philogen of Qualiho. The matter was not heard during this session and has been traversed to the next criminal session of the High Court. In matters of a sexual nature, the state secured 1 conviction against 64-year-old retired security officer Pius Thomas, who pleaded guilty to unlawful sexual intercourse with a 14-year-old girl on 3 occasions in 2019. He is now serving a prison sentence of 3 years, 6 months, and 12 days. 3 other sexual matters were also heard. 1 resulted in a hung jury, another resulted in a not guilty verdict, and a third was discontinued by the DPP.
And that is Ronaldo Luke Pascal reporting. That's the National Focus. Stay tuned for news from the region and the world up next.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. The husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was devant jour, so she asked him, "What time is it, Hussy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you won't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her picker stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumplings. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, Fogole, telephone, email.
You're simply the best.
New game in town. Get ready to match 5 and you can win 10K. Let's go. Play with just $2. Match 5 numbers from 1 to 29 to win. Draws every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. It's easy, fun, and local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominican National Lottery. DBS News.
Now for news from the region, nurses in Trinidad have staged a seek-out in response to several issues impacting their work, including chronic understaffing and management problems. Letitia Stevens, president of the Trinidad and Tobago National Nurses Association, stated that the dispute could be resolved if management engaged with nurses in a respectful and transparent manner, rather than spreading misinformation. This action follows a decision to reduce overtime pool pay, which nurses have relied on to help mitigate short staffing, especially during night shifts. Stevens emphasized that the strike is focused on patient safety, not financial issues, highlighting that understaffing has already endangered lives. And internationally, Buckingham Palace has announced that King Charles III will visit the United States in late April, despite some calls for the trip to be cancelled over delayed amid strains over the Iran war. Confirmation of the monarch's first state visit to the U.S. comes at a rocky time for the so-called U.S.-UK special relationship, with U.S. President Donald Trump repeatedly criticizing Prime Minister Keir Starmer's resistance over the U.S.-Israel war against Tehran. But Trump, whose mother came from Scotland and is a big fan of the British monarchy, welcomed news of the visit as terrific. Well, that's the news. Stay tuned for the DBS Lunchtime Sport Report, which is up next.
It's in the feeling in our weeks it's in the meaning in our spark. It is the thing that sets us apart. Who we are, 'cause the rhythm of life is bumping. Together going strong, no matter what we keep things flowing. Before we will go all in, our hands up in the sky, celebrating. Come let your rhythm flow.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max Family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000. And Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Welcome to this afternoon's Sport Report. First up with cricket, the Leeward Islands under-15 still need 127 runs to win if they are to overcome the Windwards. In the second match in the CWI under-15 Rising Stars tournament, Windwards posted 167 all out. Derwin Lewis got 28, Jashon Joseph 27, Ahmad Williams 26, Amma Lavia 23 and Dylan John 21 not out. Bowling for the Leewards, Aiden Williams picked up 4 for 40 and Kamari France 3 for 23. A wicket each came from Adoni Eli, Ryan Marchand and Elijah Miller. The Leewards need 168 for victory. In other match today between Jamaica under 15 and Trinidad and Tobago under 15, the start of that match has been delayed. The sports division in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development on Wednesday, April 1st will host the presentation ceremony of the Dominica National Under-16 netball team to represent the island at the Gin Pier Caribbean Youth Netball Tournament. The 12-member team was selected after months of preparation from an initial squad of 40 students. The tournament will be held in April and will run from April 10th to April 18th. 8 countries will participate in this year's tournament. A new champion will be crowned on Wednesday, April 1st in the sports division secondary schools volleyball competition of the boys division. The reigning champions, the Dominica State College, were dethroned last week by the Academics School of Learning 3-1. Academics will now meet the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School in the boys division finals from 4:30 on Wednesday. Prior to the boys finals, the State College will play the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School in the girls' finals. That will be from 3 p.m. Both games are scheduled for the Windsor Park forecourt. St. John's Primary, the Baroness Patricia Scotland Penville Primaries combined, Sinico Primary and Goodwill Primary have advanced to semi-finals of the National Bank of Dominica Sports Division Girls Football Competition. The teams secured qualification on Monday following zonal matches in Portsmouth and Newtown. St. John's Primary topped the North-Northeast zone with 6 points, while the Baroness Patricia Scotland Penville Primaries finished second. Amaya Brumant of St. John's Primary emerged top scorer with 5 goals. In the West Central East Zone, Sinico Primary finished first with 4 points, with Goodwill Primary placing second to also book a semi-final spot. Interim head coach of Dominica Senior Men's National Football Team, Kurt Hurd, says the team has nothing to be ashamed of following their goalless draw with Dutch St. Martin in the CONCACAF Series in the Dominican Republic last night. Dominica delivered a much improved performance after losing the first leg in 2025, dominating long periods of the match but failing to convert several clear chances as the game ended 0-0. Hurd described it as a strong showing against the St. Martin side featuring several Europe-based players. Dominica finished with 2-leg CONCACAF series with 3 defeats and 1 draw and is expected to return home on Thursday. The DFA transfer window closes today as players have just a few hours left to decide which teams they will play for in the new season. Meantime, DBS Sports has learned that Bath Estate captain and national player Eustace Marshall has requested a release from the club. Marshall was instrumental in leading Bath Estate back into the Premier League. He has not indicated where he intends to sign for the upcoming season. Some of the other big transfers during the current window has been Harlem goalkeeper Dante Newton's move to Sagicor South East, Kasim Peltier's move from Harlem to Point Michelle, and Clemson Isaac's decision from the Mahosuka Strikers back to the Middleham United FC. And action continued in the sports division secondary schools under 14 netball championships on Monday at the stadium. Portsmouth Secondary School defeated the Convent High School 23 goals to 9. Scoring for Portsmouth Secondary School were Jacolia Benjamin with 24 goals from 36 attempts. Sumina Moran had 3 from 9 and Jazaria Oxley 2 from 4. For Convent, Amira Istash had 5 from 7 and Amira Henderson 4 from 6. Also, action continues today in the sports division secondary schools under 20 basketball championships at Windsor Park today. The college will come up against Orion Academy in the boys division from 2:30, while at 3:30 Convent High School will play the State College in the girls division. Meanwhile, at the Massac Indoor Facility, St. Mary's Academy will play the Dominic Grammar School from 3 p.m. in the boys division. And at Paybush, the Portsmouth Secondary School will play the Northeast Comprehensive School at 3 p.m., also in the boys division. Well, that's a wrap on the Lunchtime Sport Report. I've been the presenter of both the news and sports for today, Ali and Christopher. The Lotto Draw comes up next.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. It's now time for the midday draw here at Dominica National Lottery for March 31st, 2026. I'm your host, Michelle Lewis, and it's time for some grand winnings with Play 4. Good luck. lucky number is 20. Your second lucky number is 21. The third winning number is number 4. And your fourth lucky number is 16. To recap, this afternoon's winning numbers for Play 4 are 20, 21, 4, and 16. And that's Play 4, where there are grand winners every day. Up next, it's Big 4 with Multi-X.
I feel good, like I knew that I would now. Adding Multi-X to Big 4 will give you so much more. Get ready to multiply your Big 4 winnings with Multi-X. Now you can multiply your Big 4 prizes up to 5 times by asking for Multi-X each time you purchase your Big 4 tickets. Turn your $5,000 into $25,000 by selecting Multi-X on your straight bet or any other bet. Big 4 just got bigger. Select Multi-X and watch your thousands turn into hundreds of thousands. Multi-X, available on all bet types. Just remember to spend the same amount on Multi-X and Big 4. So good, so good, we got you.
And we're back. Now it's time for some Big 4 with Multi-X. Good luck. This afternoon's big winning numbers for Big 4 are 9, 2, 2, and 7. And now we're moving on to that Multi-X ball. The Multi-X ball selected is 2X, doubling those winnings. To recap, this afternoon's winning numbers for Big 4 are 9, 2, 2, and 7. And your Multi-X ball is 2X, doubling those winnings. Big 4, it's an easy score. Up next, it's Pick 2 with Multi-X.
Hi, this is Kelsha Charles, and this is going to be a responsible gaming tip from us here at the Dominican National Lottery. It's important to remember there are other gaming activities so that gaming doesn't become too big a part of your life. There's football, there's basketball, you can even go for a run. Dominican National Lottery, where everything is possible.
And we're back. Now it's time for some Pick 2. Let's play to win and hopefully watch those winnings multiply. This afternoon's lucky numbers for Pick 2 are 1 and 5. The Multi-X ball selected is 2X, doubling the winnings. To recap, this afternoon's winning numbers for Pick 2 are 1 and 5. And that Multi-X ball is 2X, doubling those winnings. Pick 2, select that Multi-X, and then watch the winnings multiply. Up next, it's One Off.
Everybody rock your body.
Now you can win even if you one off. One Off is the all-new and exciting game from the Dominican National Lottery. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. Place your wager for only $2 per wager, with each additional wager costing $2. And just imagine, if any or all of the lucky numbers are off by one number, higher or lower of the winning numbers, you win.
You really do.
Play One Off from the Dominican National Lottery and win anyway.
We're back. Thanks for staying tuned. Now it's time to win anyway with some One Off, the game where you can still be a winner, even if you're off by just one number higher or lower. Let's play. The 3 lucky numbers for One Off are 7, 7, and 1. To repeat, this afternoon's lucky numbers for One Off are 7, 7, and 1. Play One Off and win anyway. Up next, it's Daily 3 with Multi-X.
Are you ready to sing your heart out? Vibes on vibes. Blast Bistro presents karaoke on the rooftop every Thursday from 4 p.m. until you say when. Tell them, Beyonce. It's your voice, your vibe, and your moment under the sky. So starting March 19th, grab your friends, grab all of them, sip on something nice, and take the stage at the island's most relaxing rooftop spot, Blast Bistro. So whether you're a superstar or you're just singing for fun, Thursdays are your night at Blast Bistro. See you on the rooftop, where every Thursday feels like a celebration.